are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks.
Say go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Say go New Year, new team, it's the same dream. New Knicks City unis, boy, they stay clean. I just caught mine off of Fanatics in the garden with my hands in the air, we back at it.
What's going on, everybody? Check, 1, 2. I really wreck your whole crew. Oh, okay, just checking, making sure. I think we're good. Anyway, what's going on? Happy Monday. Thank you for tuning in to SKF Weekly. You see it. It's me, your man Ron, and my and my other brother. Okay, I'm holding it down. Okay, I'm holding it down. You know how we do. Just want to say shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for always tuning in and supporting, showing the love. Busy Monday. A lot of stuff going around today. A lot of shows. This, from starting from this afternoon to this evening to even now, so many Knicks shows commenting and giving info about what's been going on for the Knicks, as well as everything that's been happening with the trade rumors. A lot of stuff. So we are going to get into a couple things, do a quick little recap of what took place this week. And we are going to talk about, basically what has transpired with these Knicks, how we got to this point. We witnessed them doing like not a 360, a 180. Yes, 360 means you turn around and go right back where you're at. No, 180. You know what I mean? So it's been a good time. At least I think it's been a good time for us as Knicks fans. So hopefully they will continue to win the games that they've been winning, and continue to play the same level of basketball that we were getting accustomed to before. Things changed a little bit for us, and we were like, what's happening here? These ain't the Knicks we used to. But I think they gotten back. I think they're back where they need to be. So and that's good. Where do we start? Where do we start with this week? 4 games on the week. Let's see. We got the Kings, we got the Raptors, we got the Trailblazers, and we got the Lakers. That is definitely a interesting mix of teams for the Knicks to have to worry about playing. So we'll get into all those games. Shout out to the chat as usual. Thank you guys for being here and rocking. Hope you guys are all doing well. Shout out to my brother Walter Blackman in the building. What up, Walter? Appreciate you, man. Salute to you. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Here we go. So let me put this one up on the screen. The first one this week was Knicks versus the Sacramento Kings. Let's share this one. Here we go. All right. So, you guys remember last time we played the Kings, it was a little different. But this time around, Knicks were able to beat them 103-87. And it was still a solid effort by DeMar DeRozan, who finished with 34 points. Domantas Sabonis was back for this one. He didn't play in that first game, but he was here for this one. He had 11 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. And they had Russell Westbrook, who chipped in 14, and Dylan Caldwell chipped in 10 rebounds. That's the guy who who was feeling himself last time. This game came down to just four really key. I mean, there was other people that contributed. Miles McBride, 9 points. Mitchell Robinson, 7 points, 13 rebounds. But I guess you could say the key people. And Josh Hart, 7 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. I can't take that away. But OG Anunoby chipped in 15, although he did have 7 turnovers in this one. That was a tough one. 2 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns had 17, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. Mikal Bridges had 18, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. And then Jalen Brunson had 28, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. Weird, odd block from Brunson. But a lot of turnovers in this game. Like, really, that number, 18 turnovers, is very uncharacteristic and not quite what you want to see. What do we notice here, guys? Gershon Yabusele played 2 minutes, almost a little under 3 minutes. But that was it. Everybody else, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-man rotation. Mo Diawara did not play. Kolek didn't play. But most importantly, Jordan Clarkson didn't play. All coaches' decisions. No injuries here. So that was the Knicks versus Sacramento. 103-87 win. Pretty comfortable win, 16-point victory. Okay. Even though it was sloppy with the turnovers, it was still a very comfortable victory. That's what I want us to pay attention to. Comfortable victories. So there's one down. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. The next game was the Toronto Raptors. And it was a back-to-back against a team that was actually they were right above the Knicks in the standings, right? At the time, I believe, or tied. Maybe we were tied. I think we were tied. We were tied for the same record, I believe. So that was already a matchup you circle on your calendar like this is going to be a good test. Knicks wind up winning this game 119-92. 119-92. A comfortable victory over a good team that's fighting with you neck and neck in the standings. 26-point victory. I'm sorry. Wait. 27-point victory. Not too shabby. Let me just see. Toronto, Brandon Ingram had 27. Scotty Barnes had 17, 10, and 5. RJ had 14, 8, and 3. And don't get me wrong, man. You know, when RJ was a Knick, he was my favorite Knick. But he was a young guy, still learning how to play in the league. But I'm just saying, like, this is the reason why you trade in RJ, because RJ is a solid player, but he's just not like, this is not a difference maker. These numbers, and I'm not saying he doesn't have good moments, but for the most part, you know who RJ is. This is kind of where he lives. He might have a little bit more points, but this is kind of where he lives. He doesn't really. The wow factor is not really there for his game. Grady finished with 11, and that was Toronto. For the Knicks, you know, basically, once again, 4 standout players. Landry Shamet chipped in 9 and 4. Tyler Kolek had, that's correct. Tyler Kolek had 5 points, 10 assists. That's not bad. Karl Anthony Towns, the struggle bus continues with the offense in this game, but he only finished with 8 points, but 22 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block. That's actually a lot of good work there. So shout out to him. OG had 26, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 steals, 2 blocks. Hell of a game for OG Anunoby. Josh Hart finished with 22 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Really solid, good game. Mikal Bridges was the hot guy. 30 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. But a really good offensive performance on 12 of 15 shooting. And Jalen Brunson in this one struggled mightily with his shot, 5 of 13, 0 of 3 from 3. Finished with 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 block. So this was a bad game for Jalen. No way around it. Bad game. And this is important because I'll show you the difference when Jalen Brunson is shooting poorly and has a good game. But in the end, Knicks got the victory and they kept their little win streak going. Let's go on to the next one. We got the New York Knicks versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Oh, man, another one. This game, 127-97, a 30-point victory. Once again, another comfortable victory. Not just a win, but a comfortable victory. And in this one, I was really impressed by the fact that, and I talked about this on Saturday's show, the Knicks were up 27, lost the lead, built it back up to 20-something points, lost the lead again. Not lost it in totally, I mean, but it dropped down to like 10 or 13, a couple different times, whatever. Built it back up again, and then won the game by 30. To me, that was very impressive. That showed me not only were the Knicks in a better place as a team, but mentally they're able to put their foot on the other team's neck. It took a little while to get there, but once they got there, they locked in. So I was definitely impressed with that. For Portland, Shadon Sharp is a baller, man. He has been looking really good as a young player in the league. Shout out to him. You know, I wanted him to be a Knick. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. We couldn't draft him where we were, but I really like his game. He's definitely somebody that we should pay attention to and watch in the next few years. Jeremy Grant chipped in 15. Caleb Love had 12, 3 and 4. And then City Cisco had 15, as well as the first-time All-Star Denny Advia had 11, 5 and 3. So shout out to him. For the Knicks, though, they had 6, 7 guys in double figures. Very nice. OG, another good, solid game. 24.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Josh Hart had 20.6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Another good game for Josh. Karl Anthony Towns, a little better offensively, but still struggling. Finished with 14 points, but 20 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 block. Another really good game for Karl Anthony Towns when it comes to his effort and doing what the team needs. So shout out to him. Mikal Bridges had 10 points. He didn't have the hot shooting this time around. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Jalen Brunson, however, had 26 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steals. And then you had Mohamed Diawara with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And Tyler Kolek with 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. And that rounded out the Knicks' effort for the most part. Once again, though, this is one of those. This was a blowout. So a lot of guys got to play late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dylan Jones even made an appearance in garbage time, but no Jordan Clarkson. That is an ongoing theme. And then last but not least, Sunday's game, which puts us into February, versus the Los Angeles Lakers. 112-100 victory. Now, this is a little less comfortable than the other victories, but to me, a 12-point lead, a 12-point victory over the Los Angeles Lakers is pretty comfortable. I think that's pretty comfortable. So, I once again, I look at that and say that's a solid victory, and dare I say, a comfortable victory. For the Lake Show, LeBron finished with 22 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. DeAndre Ayton had 13 and 5. Luka Doncic finished with 30 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. And then you also had Rui Hachimura with 11 and 3. For the Knicks, 6 guys in double figures. Once again, OG Anunoby had another solid game. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Josh Hart finished with another 20-piece, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Karl Anthony Towns finished with 11 points. Once again, we can't get the abundance of scoring from Cat anymore. I don't know. I really don't know. But I do like his effort and what he's doing on the other end, but I don't know what's happening. Anyway, he finished with 11 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Mikal Bridges had another so-so offensive night, 10 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Jalen Brunson had a really poor offensive shooting night. However, this was a good Jalen Brunson game. Even though he shot terribly, he finished with 12 points on 4 of 15 shooting, 2 of 6 from 3, but he finished with 13 assists, 7 rebounds, and a steal. Much more well-rounded, much more all-inclusive of being a facilitator and helping out your team. Like when your shot's not falling, do what you can. Get a rebound, pass the ball, move the ball, get other guys involved. Now, granted, the other good thing we can see is like with OG shooting well, Josh Hart giving you 20 points, assists are there to be had. But still very solid. Tyler Kolek played 13 minutes, had eight points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. But more importantly, Landry Shamet finished with 23 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. And I would say that Landry Shamet was a difference maker in this game. His buckets were important. They were big. Knicks needed them to get this victory. For this game, we got 2, 4, 6, 8. So basically an 8-man rotation with Mo Diawara playing 5 minutes, but everybody else was just 47 seconds. That's garbage time. So once again, you can see the prevailing theme. And again, Jordan Clarkson coach's decision on the bench, as well as Gershon Yabusele in this one. Yeah. That says it all, guys. That says it all. So the Knicks are playing really good basketball right now. And I don't think you can look at this as a fluke. It's not about the fact that, they're playing a bunch of bad teams. No, the Lakers are a good team. Toronto's a good team. And so those victories count. And it shows you that it shows you the progression that they are getting back to what we think they can be again. They're starting to really lock in again. This is six victories in a row. And not only is it 6 victories, but it's 6 victories of them getting back to playing defense. So out of the 6, 4 out of the 6 games, they were able to hold the opponent to under 100 points. That was a good sign. And it's kind of like, what happened? Why did it take us so long to get back here? But, as people say, there's the dog days of the season, and people point to this time somewhere, right after December into January of being the dog days of the year. So it looks like it hit the Knicks real hard, and they struggled through it. Let me see here. And last 6. Nope. Sometimes when you ask for information about a certain stat, they give you the wrong thing. Yeah, it's not what I wanted. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here we go. This is what I want. Got to get it from somewhere else. So, how many games is this? Does this tell me? Oh, this is the whole regular season. It's not bad though. So for the regular season right now, the Knicks are 12th in defensive rating and 5th in net rating. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let me see if it can. Last 10 games. The Knicks are tied for 7th in wins. That's not what I want. There we go. The Knicks are 2nd in defensive rating in the last 10 games. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. 2nd in defensive rating in the last 10 games. That's beautiful. And 5th in net rating in the last 10. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. You guys remember right before they beat Brooklyn, they asked Mike Brown, what are you going to do about, the losses? Do you have a plan? And Mike Brown just looked at the reporter and said, I got an idea. You guys remember that? You guys know that ever since Mike Brown said that, the Knicks have won 6 in a row. Ever since Mike Brown said that, the Knicks are number 2 in the last 10 games in defensive rating. Obviously that was already prior. They were already chipping away, getting to number 2 in the league in defensive rating. Let me see what it says for. Is it still number 2? No, in the last 6 games, throughout the 6-game win streak, they're number 1 in defensive rating. Holding the average opponent is scoring 95 points in the last 6 games. Net rating, they are number 1 in the last 6 games. So when Mike Brown looked at the reporter and said, I got an idea. Well, damn it. I guess he did. He had an idea. Shout out to you, Mike Brown. I guess you had an idea. Because whatever he's done since that point has worked. Would y'all agree? The Mike Brown, the on the fencers, can y'all just like we take it away, we can give credit to. Can y'all give credit to the turnaround that the Knicks have had in the last 6 games and say, hey, you know what? This ain't all just the players. This is coaching as well. This is a combination of coaching and players getting together because everything has changed. I can't take it away. I can't take it away. Shout out to Mike Brown. So what did he do differently, guys? What did Mike Brown do differently to help the Knicks get back to a team that is winning games? Well, first off, we know he shortened the rotation. But not only did he shorten the rotation, he benched people that maybe some of us wouldn't have thought he would have benched. He benched Jordan Clarkson. It's very interesting. It's curious. It's very interesting, though. And, bottom line is, on defense, Jordan Clarkson is a net negative. And on offense, he's just his offensive game was just so inconsistent that Mike Brown probably looked at the numbers. The coaching staff said, you know what? Right now, it's hurting us to have Clarkson out there. We're better off giving Josh Hart or somebody else more minutes. That's a shame, but it's the truth. What are you going to do? The experiment of trying to put Yabusele out there, that's over. Yabusele just plays in garbage time or if we're in foul trouble or something like that. So that's a big difference, right? And he has gone back to trusting the guys who have shown the most impact on both sides of the ball in whatever way. You know what I mean? So he's shortened it to 8-man rotation, maybe in some cases 9, but for the most part, it's an 8-man rotation. So for us as fans, when we look at it, we say stuff like, you know, we want to see the young guys play. This and this needs to happen. It's fine, but it has to be within the frame of the game, right? It has to make sense. You don't just play somebody just to play him, because if it takes away from what you're trying to do, then what's the point? The goal is to win games. And the Knicks weren't winning games because, to people's points, Mike Brown was kind of all over the place with his rotations, trying to do so much, involve different people, and then switching things up, giving other guys a look. And sometimes too much of that, is not a good thing. Sometimes you do need to focus, reel everything in, and stay with a core lineup. You can sprinkle a player or two here and there, in and out, but you got to stay with the core lineup, because that is your sustainability. That's the continuity that everybody has in the NBA. That's what they look for. And I think that's what Mike Brown has finally settled on. Much to some people's dismay, like that's where we're at. He's gone back to, if you want to say it, a Tibbs style of, hey, let's get things back to normal and focus on winning basketball games with the core, and then we can sprinkle in guys later. But he's gone that route, and I think that's the smart thing to do. You guys see the proof is in the pudding. We won 6 in a row, and not all bad teams. Lakers and Toronto, clearly good teams. Portland was playing good at it, for a while, but I guess they had their struggles recently. Let me see what the chat's talking about. Craig's in the building. What up, Craig? Good to see you, my brother. And also, shout out to Walter Blackman for being a member of the SKF Army, too. Shout out to Joey Rip 'em Up Sports in the building, member of the SKF Army. Said, I packed the steel like Ron O'Neal. What up? What up, brother? Craig says, where's everybody at? Was this a last-minute show? Nah, this is the Monday show, man. But I don't know if you saw, man, Monday is jam-packed these days. Monday's got a lot of other Knicks shows on from the afternoon on, especially from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. There's a lot of Knicks shows on. So it's how it is on Mondays, bro. Joey said he thought he was doing a decent job, but who knows, right? Craig, IQ fell off too. The grass was definitely not better. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, and no shade to those two players. I think they're both still very good NBA players. I'm just saying, when you're looking for a difference maker, or you're looking to win a championship, and you're looking at your personnel, and your number 1 and number 2 options are Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, then you get Jalen Brunson. So that's your 3 options. Not, as good as Jalen Brunson is and what you're getting from Julius Randle, you needed more. So I think they were smart to make the move that they made. Plus, RJ's defense was tough. Oh man, shout out to you, Dwayne Dennis. Nah, man, listen, it's cool, brother. This community is big, it's bountiful, it's beautiful. Hold on, man. We all are here to enjoy and have good shows. And the good thing about it is, if you enjoy the content, you know where to find it. And look, I watch other shows too. So, but my whole thing is, if you like the show, you'll watch the replay. You know what I mean? I know I'm not saying everything that everybody else is saying. We're all different people. So there's nowhere we're saying everything that's the same. We all have different opinions and different ways about how we conduct our shows. So there's something, if you enjoy it, there's something for everybody. But shout out to all the Knicks shows in the Knicks community. And the other thing too is, not only is there a lot of competition, but there's good competition. I mean, people are putting on good shows. There's good content out there. So, I mean, I hope you guys don't take it for granted, because as Knicks fans, we're spoiled. We got some good shows and good opinions, good takes. good information. I don't know how the other fan bases are doing, but I know the Nick community, we got it going on, y'all. So definitely enjoy it. I enjoy it. Shout out to Just Knicks in the building. Says salute. What's going on? Appreciate you. Shout out to Sherwin in the building. Good night, all. Good night to you, Sherwin. Vaughn Allen in the building. What up, Vaughn? So OG has become really a viable asset, passing out of his drives to the rack. Yeah, OGs look great. And I'm going to say it. I say this all the time. Mikal Bridges is very up and down with his play. He's very inconsistent. But OG Anunoby seems a lot more consistent. It's just what happens with him is injuries. When he gets like a nagging injury or something that's bothering him, it affects his entire game. But it doesn't. And then if he gets hurt, he goes out for a while. His rhythm is thrown off. But if OG could just take care of himself, take care of his body, and continue to stay out there, this will be looked at as an all-star season for OG Anunoby. Now, I know he didn't make the all-star team, but there was a lot of people that were deserving. I mean, look what happened out in the West. I mean, Kawhi Leonard averaging 27 points per game didn't make it. That's crazy. But it is what it is. What I'm saying is by the end of the year, if OG Anunoby can stay healthy, I have a feeling we'll look at this season and say this is an all-star season for OG Anunoby and his best season in the NBA and definitely his best season as a Knick. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Hopefully it comes together. We'll see. Randu's in the building. Salute. Appreciate you, my guy. And by the way, I don't know if any of you guys, Randu, did you get your hat? Let me know, man. I actually really wanted everybody who gets their stuff to take a picture with it. So I know, not only do I see you get your stuff, but I also want to show the rest of the community, hey, they won their stuff. They got their stuff. And this is the proof. You know what I mean? So let me know, y'all. And if you could take a picture and send it to me, that's great. I mean, listen, it'd be fantastic. That would be, ideal. Sherwin says we have 6-game winning streak. We didn't get tall in 6 games. We still need size for a bigger and athletic teams. But that's true. Truth there. Oh, Lotar, yes, we are. They is. Let's go. What up, Tori B in the building? She says, Ron. What's happening, Tori? Bagga Jones says, and shout out to you, Bagga. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. He says, if OG can remain consistent, giving us 20 per game, we would only need 15 or more from Cat, especially if he's giving over 15 rebounds per game. I know. Yeah, right. That's true. That's a good point. Evening, good people. Prezi the boss is in the building. Says salute to Ron, the Teflon Don, general of the SKF Army. Hulk, smash that like button and let's run up the subs to 10K. Party people. Press his air horn. There you go. Appreciate you, Prezi. Good to see you, my guy. Dwayne Dennis said, great win over the Lakers last night. Send LeBron James on his farewell tour. Facts. I'm done with LeBron. But hey, that's just me. I got hate. I'm a hater. He made me this guy. Sherwin says if Muhammad Diawara gets a better 3-point shot, he's what we are missing. I could agree. I mean, if he had a consistent outside shot, he would be fantastic to be a integral part of the rotation going forward. Vaughn Allen. Oh, he's talking to Bagga. Okay, about the Cat's role. Okay. Sherwood says he likes this Cat better. Okay. All right. I mean, it's definitely helping the team, but I do like the fact that I like the ability for Cat to turn it on and give the Knicks some points if they need it. But yeah, I hear you. I mean, if he can't comfortably do what he's used to doing, then his effort and playing the way he's playing lately is enough. It's fantastic. So I'm not going to take that away from him. And staying out of foul trouble. Shout out to him, man. Once again. Shout out to Cat for staying out of foul trouble. Prezi says, salute to the best chat on these Knicks internet streets on a Monday. Oh, appreciate that, Prezi. Facts. But you ain't lying, though. This chat is where it's at. Bagger says, Ron, you're not watching the games. Cat is not getting enough touches, and when he is, he's looking to get his teammates involved. He's not forcing it. You guys complain when he forces it. Listen, I agree with what you're saying because Cat, and especially in the last 3 games, he has taken a back seat in his style of play. He is trying to do more and he's not so focused on scoring. But I'm not, when it comes to Cat and Cat not getting touches, I'm not looking at these last 3 games. I'm looking at what people have been complaining about all of this year and last year when they say, well, not everybody, certain people complain that Cat's not getting the ball when he's only getting 8 to 12 shots on a night. But I'm like, look at the rest of the game. You can't even blame Brunson for this stuff. I mean, OG Anunoby is getting more shots than Cat. Josh Hart, who is the least scoring option on the team in the starting lineup, he is the least impressive scorer when it comes to this stuff. He's getting more shots up on goal than Cat. It's the aggression level. Guys are just being aggressive. Now, don't get me wrong. In the last 3 games, Cat has been less aggressive. He's been letting other guys eat. I'm talking about prior to this. I'm just talking about him in general and what we need from him going forward. And when you talk about him not scoring a lot of points, I also want you to point to the fact that he is not being aggressive. But I get it. The last couple games, maybe that's the plan. Maybe he said, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and you guys get more shots on goal, get yours up, and I'll be there to clean it up, and we'll go from there. Maybe that's what they talked about. I don't know. We don't know. But I can't have somebody like Cat go too far away from his offensive game, is what I'm saying. You can do this. You can help the team. You can get other guys involved. They can get theirs, because in the end, we need everybody, right? Because there's going to be times when we play teams and they take our best scorers out of the game. We need other guys to step up. But I just don't want Cat's offensive game to fall too far away. You know what I mean? We need him to still be Cat. But I hear you, Paga. I hear you. You're making a fair point. But I would say that's more recent than what I'm really looking at. But I hear you. And Prezi, you already know, brother. You got right to my next thing. Prezi says, put some respect on my guy, 44 Shams name. Some fans were talking about he's washed and not worth anything now. Look, shoot. But that's the thing that I keep trying to tell people. Our New York fandom, we are very fickle sometimes. We are very, what have you done for me lately? We can witness somebody going nuts and say, okay, I see why he's here, and then lose it again. You saw Shamit in the past put up 30 points, right? And damn near win us the game by himself. And you were like, oh, okay. All right. Okay, Sham, I can see you. I see what you could do. But Shamit was hurt. He had another one of them shoulder injuries. And he's a rhythm shooter. He's just getting back into the flow of things. And it looks like he finally got it again. Well, hopefully he doesn't get hurt. Knock on wood. But a shooter's going to shoot, but a shooter also has to get his rhythm. And it took Landry Shamet a little time to get his rhythm back. All I'm saying is, y'all, we can't forget that our complementary pieces are good complementary pieces. Sometimes, you just got to let these guys cook. Now, because he's a shooter, he can be a little inconsistent too, but I'd still take Landry Shamet's consistency over Jordan Clarkson's consistency. I don't know what's wrong with Jordan Clarkson, to be honest. I don't know. The guy can score any way he wants to. He even got, not as athletic as he used to be, but he's got some semi-athleticism, but he's got a good layup package. He got a good mid-range. He's got a good floater. He's got an outside shot. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But it is what it is. Tony HVAC in the building. What up, Tony? Good to see you. 5 of 6. Oh, 5 of 6 games holding the team opponent to under 90. Okay, I appreciate that. Deron Wayne is in the building, member of the SKF Army, says good evening, SKF. Salute to you. He says Giannis is past his prime. Man, who knows, man? I tell you right now, I'm not trading OG for Giannis. If they want to trade Cat and Macau, okay, I'll do it. But I'm not trading OG. Mm-mm. What you doing? What's the point? What is the point of trading one of your better players that is a two-way player and a game changer? Like, why would you do that? Did you guys see OG last night? I mean, today's Monday. Yeah, last night versus the Lakers. Did you see when the Knicks got that turnover? Jalen Brunson got the ball instead of taking the shot himself, and he was struggling. Passed it to OG. OG got the easy layup. What happens the next play? OG gets the steal and then gets another dunk. The point is OG is not like he is a game changer. Like, he gets involved in the game and he makes it happen. Can't just trade this dude. What are we talking about here? We just complaining about our defense. Now we want to trade one of our best defenders, if not our best defender. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you do that. That Franco's in the building. What up, my brother? Say, I criticize Mike Brown a lot, but I give him credit for the turnaround, especially on defense. Facts. That's how I look at it. That's all we got to call him out for what he was doing, something that didn't make sense. Too much. The rotation was a little too much. It was all over the place. But when he's doing something right, give him some credit. Craig says, I hear the Bulls want Giannis. Yep. Listen, if the Bulls make a trade for Giannis, more power to them. I think it would be a bad idea. The Bulls got a nice little young nucleus over there. Excuse me. They need to figure out a way to build around them. And if you trade for Giannis, you're going to have to give up a big part of that young nucleus. I wouldn't do it. And I'm not trading that Buzelis kid and some other young talent to bring in Giannis and then look for other people to complement them when I got a team that I can build with right now. Yeah. Stuff don't happen overnight. You just got to be patient. That Bulls team is going to be good eventually. Just like isn't this interesting? The Bulls were good. They oversaturated their starting lineup. Then they ran into injuries, and then they wound up breaking up the team for the most part. Right now, they've got a young core again. And when they have this young core, you can look at the Bulls and say, this is like Detroit. Hey, Detroit guys, you know how long we've been talking about Detroit? Hey, I used to hear it every year. Hey, Ron, Detroit, Orlando. Got to watch those teams. They're going to be good going forward. The Pacers, watch them. They're getting better. And outside of injuries, all those teams are better. All those teams are good. I mean, Indiana decided to kind of, change things up a little bit once Halliburton got hurt, but they were good too. Like, all the teams that were young and getting better got better. The Spurs, better. You know what I mean? Houston, finally better. Good. They're good. These guys, it takes some time. I'm just saying the Bulls need to ride the wave and let it play out. Shout out to Shaw Powers in the building. Salute, my brother. One half of Knicks Real Talk. Salute to you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Matthew Hurley in the building. Said David Smith, Karl Anthony Towns is definitely staying with our New York Knicks. I mean, I hope David Smith is happy about that because it looks like that's where it's going, at least for now. Shout out to Craig, says, you know what it is. I don't think you've had a Monday show in a little while now. That's what threw me off. I hear you, brother. And I, once again, to all my Monday people, I said this on Saturday, but I realized some Monday people don't get to watch the Saturday show. I apologize. There's been a lot of different things happening. I forgot what happened one day. It was something that happened. It was something with my family one Monday, so I couldn't do the show. Then we did the show, and then the following Monday, I had work to do for my regular job, so I couldn't do it. Like, I got to prioritize my 9 to 5 sometimes, so I had to do that. And then this past Monday, you guys know I got the wisdom tooth pulled, and I got another tooth right next to it pulled because the wisdom was was infected. So yeah, so I couldn't talk. So yeah, if not, I would have tried, y'all, but I couldn't do it. So that's why I'm thankful to be back tonight. I am blessed and highly favored, as we all are, to be able to be here. Don't forget to check on your loved ones, and shout out to all your peoples, and make sure you get yourself checked as well. Yeah, man, but I'm back. Joey says, my opinion is SKF. Oh man, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. Crim's dad is in the building. What up? There he is with the eyes. The eyes have it, y'all. He's back. Salute, brother. Hope you're doing well. What? Oh, you joking? I'm like, what? Did I miss somebody? Bagger, listen, your time is coming, brother. Nick Nation in the building. What up, Nick Nation? Good to see you, my brother. Salute, salute. What it do, Sir Ron? Hit the like button for that's right. Vaughn Allen says, oh wait, hold on. My bad. Hold on. I'll be right back to this. Craig says, I hear Hartenstein is available for the trade. Would you want him back, Ron? I would, but Hartenstein's price tag, or Hartenstein, however you're supposed to really say it, his price tag is too high, bro. 28 mil? Ew, we. Oh no. We can't do it. We don't got it. What you got to give up to get Hartenstein, y'all? You talking about giving up Mitch and Josh for Hartenstein? I can't do it. I'm sorry. I like Hartenstein too. I would love to have him back here. If Hartenstein would want to come back, like say, look. Best worst case scenario, guys. Here's the best worst case scenario. Some of y'all don't want to hear it. It ain't gonna happen, I don't think. But if Mitch walks and Hartenstein decided to come back to New York on a lesser contract, bravo. But that's not gonna happen. But hey, but right now I can't see us trading for him. That money is too high. 28 mil is crazy right now. We can't do that. That's too much. Vaughn Allen says, that's still Nick Prince. What is your gut telling you about what squad the New York Knicks are taking on in the ECF? Oh, I like how you put them straight into the ECF. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Honestly, unless they meet earlier, I think it's Detroit, yo. I think Detroit is here. I think Detroit is real. I think Detroit's going to be there at the end. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me stop because I am forgetting something. Jason Tatum's coming back. So right now, I think Detroit is there. But Jason Tatum comes back, I think Boston's going to be in the ECF again. They're playing good without him. And if he comes back, they'll be that much better. Or maybe they won't. Maybe now that Jaylen Brown has had a chance to run the team and be the guy, Jason Tatum comes in and they kind of clash a little bit. We'll see. I don't know. But I will tell you, Jason Tatum comes back, Boston's going to be there. I think they're going to be there. And they're a scarier team now because they learned from playing the Knicks and, you know, how one-dimensional they were as a unit. And they've learned how to play a little bit more spread out and more balanced. So they're not just the three-point bombing team now. So they're a little bit more dangerous. They don't have as many weapons as they did, but if they get the big weapon back in Tatum, they'll be a problem. So gotta watch out for them. Nick Nation says, I love us hanging our hat on defense, period. The offense will come. This is what sacrifice looks like for winning. I agree. Cribs Dad says, Cat can't make a layup, and if he learns the basic basketball skill, he will have 30 points a game. Yeah, I think he really kind of he has got into like defense mode on offense, right? I think some of the normal shots he would just take or lay up or do, he's kind of altered them a little bit because he expects the contact, and then he's not getting the call. It's been tough. It's been rough. Victor Rivera's in the building. Shout out to you. So salute, Ron. What up, Victor? From Colombia. Okay. I like that. Appreciate you, my guy. Oh, David Smith is in the building. Says salute to Ron in the chat. What up, David? Dwayne Dennis says, I like the last two games box score with Cat rebounding, distributing the ball, racking up assists. Same for Brunson, trusting his teammates when he's not on, setting teammates up and getting everyone involved. Basically, yes, I agree with that. I figured. Hey, D Coolis is in the building. What up, D Coolis? Says salute, Ron. Good to see you. David Smith says Knicks should want no part of an injury-prone player. Giannis always injured, always on the injured list lately, and serious calf injury. About to be 32 years old on a lottery team. Maybe there's truth there. I don't know. You could be right. You could be right. Edward Walker in the building says, hi, Knicks people. What's going on, Ed? Good to see you. OG is a dog. Yeah, he's been playing great, man. Nick Nation says, I just want us to push more on the rotation swing when we double someone and they pass out of it. A little more effort needed in that area. I agree. It's little tweaks, man. Cleaning up the ball movement, cleaning up the turnovers, which they've done a good job lately, but just continuing to do that. And just playing the same way that they've been playing. Like, I'll bottle this and open the bottle every game because this is how they should be playing. The way they played against, let me preface this. The way they played in parts versus Portland, the way they played versus Toronto, and the way they played versus Lakers, put that all in one and bottle that and open that up for every game they play for the rest of the year. And that's how the Knicks should be playing. The objective Knick fan in the building. Karan, what's going on, my brother? Salute to you. I was catching some of your show while you were wrapping up right before I got started on this. Good show as usual. Great topics and great viewership. It was popping for your show, man. They were locked in. Good job, brother. Good job. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you, my guy. Same. Now I get to catch you. I mean, you on fire right now. Look, listen, you guys. I don't know if y'all know, but Karan is hinting at something. He's about to attempt some type of 24-hour show. I don't know what you're doing, Karan. I can catch the whole thing. I turned it on. I saw something about 24 hours. I was like, "What you doing, brother?" I'm like, "I don't know." Hey, more power to you, brother. I don't know how you gonna make that up. How you gonna do it? But whatever you got cooking, I appreciate you and hope for the best, man. Sounds interesting. Back in my youth, baby. I'm too old for that stuff. Listen, I've dealt with 2 bouts of insomnia in the last 5 years. I'm good. No 24 hours for me. Shout out to Rasul Thomas in the building. Salute. He says, salute, Ron. What's going on? David Smith says Cat made his 6th All-Star game. Well-deserved. It is well-deserved. And I hope it helps him. I hope he feels good about himself knowing that he's still an All-Star. He still does what people respect. But he still deserved it. To Cowboys in the building. What's going on? How you? Let's go. Appreciate you. Okay. Oh, my brother, man. He's been super busy in the lab. I haven't seen him in a minute. Jay Boogie, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate you, man. He said, what Billy Bear say in the movie Predator is something out there and it ain't no man. Appreciate you, Jay Boogie. Salute. 3 capital S's. Jay Boogie's hilarious, man. Shout out to you, bro. All right. Well, got a little bit more time left before I wrap up the show. Time to take some phone calls real quick. Let me get you right. Let's see here. Let's get it cracking. I'm sorry. Once again, I apologize. This past Saturday, I wasn't able to do it, but we here now. We back. We here, Club Classico, rocking you. Okay. That's not really a Club Classico beat. I don't got no freestyle or no club music, no house music. I need something that hits. I don't got it right now, though. One day. Anyway, let's get it cracking. That's right. You see it. That is the number to call in, folks. Let me make sure I haven't done the phone calls in a minute. Let me make sure it's up and running. Let me get it straight. Hold on. All right. Uh-huh. All right. 1 second, y'all. Uh-oh. Man, you could tell it's been a minute. I forgot the password. Terrible. Yep. You know that is horrible, man. When you forget your own password for something, it is bad business, folks. But that's live YouTube TV. You know what I mean? On the spot. There. I just typed that in. I don't know. It says I typed the wrong password. Let's try this again. I don't know. Now it works. I just typed the same exact whatever. It is what it is, man. It's Monday. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, guys, if you want to call in, the number's on the screen. 347-305-7280. Once again, that's 347-305-7280. Crazy. Jay Boogie says, shout out to my brother Ron in the chat. Blessings, health, life, and happiness to you all always, man. Good to see you, Jay Boog, man. It's been a minute. I hope everything's going well. I hope you busy in the lab and things are working out the way you want them to work out, man. We hungry for the album. We hungry. Nick Nation said, welcome to the 50 and over fan club, my Brent. Yeah, I'm there, brother. Let me see. I got my guy on the phone here. Hold on. Caller, you are on live SKF Weekly. Your name and where you're calling from. Oh, it's Randu. Oh, wait, hold on. Damn, man. I tell you, you don't use stuff for a minute. All the settings get messed up. I know they can't hear you because I heard you through my computer. Hold on 1 second. Let me just switch this real quick. We got Randu in the building. Hold on. No, I hear you. Hold on 1 second, Randu. Let me just change the settings so that way you could be heard. There we go. All right. Speak, Randu.
What's going on, bro?
There you go. Okay. Appreciate you, my guy. What's happening? How's Oh, by the way, did you get the hat?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. See?
Matter of fact, I got it Friday.
Oh, damn. You got it Friday? Man, you should have said something. I was hoping to find out if people got it. Cool. All right.
Matter of fact, I'll let you know in the chat on Saturday that I got it.
Oh, I must have missed it, man. The Saturday show was lit. There was a lot of stuff going on in the chat. We had good conversation.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you got it. Hey, what's on your mind, man? How you feeling about the Knicks right now?
Something has been on my mind, the whole thing about this Giannis trade.
Okay.
Well, if it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say, for instance, we do get Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I thought about. I was thinking that with Giannis deferred to Brunson, being the fact that Brunson's already the number one guy on his team and he's coming to the team, or with him being who he is, two-time MVP, to win a championship, and he feels that he should be the number one option and Brunson be the number two option.
That is a really good question, Randu. That is a really good question. Huh. That's a tough one. I don't know because you don't know what to expect, right? They're both very good players. They're both all-star caliber players. You could say that technically, Giannis is above Brunson. He's an MVP. He's a champion. That's a tough one. I would hope that because Giannis is joining Brunson, if that was to happen, that he looks at it like this is Brunson's team, right? And I think I think Brunson would think about it in the same way in reverse. If Brunson was joining Milwaukee, he'd be like, you know what, this is Giannis's team. He's first. I'll defer to him and go from there. And I would hope Giannis would do the same thing.
Right.
But I tell you one thing, the difference though is Giannis can defer and still be very aggressive because Giannis is aggressive. He's a scorer. He's gonna go get the ball because the good thing about Giannis too, and this is no knock on Karl Anthony Towns or anybody else that's a big man, but Giannis can dribble the ball. Giannis can handle the ball. He's been the point center, point forward. You know what I mean? So it's a lot easier with Giannis.
True. But I'm kind of split on the decision about Giannis coming here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would like Giannis to the Knicks, but it's like a whole lot would have to be done to get him here.
I agree. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I don't want to trade OG Anunoby for him. I'll tell you that. I don't want to do that. If they found a way to trade, like, Cat is involved in any of these trades. So if they found a way to trade Cat and like Mikal Bridges and something else small that doesn't really affect the core and not and they work with a third or fourth team, I don't know, whatever they're saying to get it done. Okay. That's one way of doing it. But if to me, that's the only way of doing it. Because if you don't do it that way, I don't want to do it, to be honest. I'm not going to just gut the team to go get Giannis. And I'm not trading OG to get Giannis. I'm sorry. Some people might say, okay, Ron, well, what if they said we'll trade? They would never say this, but I'm saying that this is when they try to test me. But what if they said we'll take OG straight up for Giannis? Of course I would do that. You know what I mean? But that ain't happening. But I'm not trading OG in a package with no Cat for Giannis. I'm sorry. OG is too valuable because, all right, this is a weird way of looking at it. But Giannis gives you around 30 points a game when he's on, right?
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns, when he was shooting and playing the way we thought offensively, he can do that easily if he make him the first option, right?
Right.
And then defensively, Cat's not that guy, but OG is that guy. So you're basically if you trade OG and Cat, you're trading Giannis for Giannis. You put them two together, you're getting Giannis. What's the difference? That's how I look at it. It's a weird way to look at it, but I'm like, why would you trade two things that kind of equal what you're getting back? How do you get better? So that's why I'm saying if you want to trade Mikal because Mikal's inconsistent and Cat, okay, that is more doable, but I'm not trading OG for then. What's the point? And right now, the way OG's playing, he's giving you offense now too. Now, this worst possible time. No, that's horrible.
But then also there's also thing that they was talking about in the Giannis deal, possibly Bridges going to the Portland for Drew Holiday and sending first round picks to Milwaukee.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. If I did see NBA insider come out and say that wasn't true, but whatever. That NBA insider may not know everything. Who knows whether it's true or not? If that was on the table and they were considering doing that, I would do that to get Giannis. but I don't like Drew Holiday. I kind of feel like Drew Holiday, and we just played them
I
recently.
know that
I don't know.
because I know that Milwaukee want draft picks in the deal.
Right. They definitely do. They want to have some assets. So I don't know. I would do it only to be able to get Giannis here, and I would take Drew Holiday because he's not a bum. You know what I mean? He's still a good player. But I just feel like he's on the end of his career, and I just don't necessarily like his game now. But sometimes you make a sacrifice in order to get what you want. If that can get us Giannis, then you deal with Drew Holiday to get Giannis here. So that's what I'm saying. Like you do what makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, do you feel like the Knicks have to get Giannis, or you are happy with this current Knicks team, but you're just not sure that they can keep it together, keep it up?
I'm not sure how far this current team can go.
Okay, I hear you, and I know it's that's a fair thing. I think a lot of Knicks fans would feel the same way because they've seen that the team is not perfect. There's some issues there, so and we can't hide them. They can't hide them anymore. They're evident. But right now they've been able to kind of get back to something that I would say. I don't know if I'm wrong. I'm gonna have to check this out, guys. But this is probably something for the Saturday show. But I feel like this is the best the Knicks have played defensively all year. Like even when they were winning early in the season, I don't think they were playing the greatest defense. They were just offense was incredible. So I wonder if this is like right now, this is something interesting to look at. Maybe this is the best the team has looked defensively.
Right.
So what else is on your mind, Randu?
Right now that's pretty much it.
Okay. So next up is, let me see, what we got next on the schedule? Denver, right? With what's his face being back, and I didn't get the chance to see. Do you know what happened? Who? No, we got the Wizards next. The Wizards and then Denver.
So we got Wizards tomorrow night, then.
Yep, Wizards. Yep, Wizards tomorrow, and then it looks like then we got Denver back to back. So they're on Wednesday. That's a tough one. That's a tough one because I would think the Denver is going to be hyped up to play at the Garden.
I'll say like this: if they're not planning on playing Mitch both games, then he should sit out tomorrow night and play Wednesday night.
I agree, 100%.
Because we need him more against Denver than we do against Washington.
I agree. We'll see what they do, because that makes sense.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, do you feel that Mitch is worth $30 million a year?
No. Not at all. Not at all. I don't care how good Mitchell Robinson plays. He's not worth $30 million. That's a lot of money, man. Look at what's happening with Hartenstein. Hartenstein has played well for OKC, but he's making $28 million, and they're trying to get him up out of there. He won a championship with them. Like you can say
if the Thunder don't win the championship this year, Hartenstein is definitely gone.
I mean,
they definitely gonna trade him in the summer.
Yeah,
if they don't win it again,
I could see it. I can't.
Now, if they win it again, I don't know, but I know he's definitely gonna be gone if they do not win it again this year.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree on that. I mean, but don't get me wrong. Like even outside of that, but like just think about it. I mean, Hartenstein came to the team and they won a championship, and he was a big part of that team that year. And they're still kind of putting him out there in the trade block and shopping him around.
But see, the thing is, though, that's because of this past summer. Last summer, Shy, J-Dub,
yeah,
and Chet got signed to extensions.
yeah, they all got their
And
extensions.
that put them in the second apron.
Yeah, big money, big money.
And if they're going to get back under the second apron, they just signed them to extension. So they're going to have to let go of someone if they want to try to get back under the second apron.
Agreed. I agree with that. And shout out to Jay Davis in the building. I see you, especially since he can't hit from the foul line. Talking about Mitch. I see you. What's going on, my brother? But Joey Rip 'em Up Sports says per 36 minutes, Mitch is worth 30 plus. But you know what? Okay, let me say it like this, because I don't want to. I'm not trying to devalue Mitch's worth, but he's not worth 30 billion to the Knicks. Like we can't. He is, but we can't afford that. Is what I'm trying to say. We can't. Right. We can't put that amount of money in a backup center. We can't do that. That's too. Right. That's too much money.
If he's getting paid $30 million a year, he better be starting, playing every darn game, playing at least 30 minutes or better.
Yeah. That's tough. That's and I don't even know if the Knicks can afford that anyway. Like, I don't even know if even if he was able to play every game and start, I don't know if the Knicks can afford sinking 30 million into the center position when you're already paying Cat, you're already paying Brunson, you're already paying Bridges, you paying OG. Like, it's not a lot of money, man. And then Deuce is up. I don't know if Deuce is gonna be here. Like, this, it's just not enough money.
Right. And then next summer, Josh becomes extension eligible.
Josh is a tough one too, and Josh has to really reestablish his market value, right? Because we know the thing about Josh is, he does some really interesting, intricate things. How does that equate to value? I mean, my man was already making 19 million per year, so how much more can he get now? I don't know. That's
what he's looking at, what, 25 million to 30 million?
I guess that would be the range, because everything has gone up, and that's you know. So man, it's wild. A lot of money, y'all. It's a lot of money. Well, we'll see, Randu, man. Let's let it all play out. But before we get to all that, let's just get through this season and see where we go, man. It's about here and now, and right now the Knicks are on a 6-game win streak, and we want to keep it going. But hey, man, I appreciate the call, Randu. Thank you as always for supporting the show. We appreciate you, man, and I'm glad you got your hat, brother. All right, have a great night, my guy.
You too, man. Good talking to you.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Later.
Okay. All right. Caller, you are live. SKF Weekly. Could you please turn the sound down in the background? Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Chris. I'm calling from New York.
What up, Chris? What's happening? What's on your mind?
How are you? Good. I was that Giannis trade.
I
think we're gonna have to. I think they want OG in that trade. They're not gonna do it without OG.
They do. I know. You're right. I think they really do want OG. But how would you feel about it? I mean, I know. Don't get me wrong. I get it. Giannis is Giannis. I mean, I'm not a fool. I know how good Giannis can be.
Yeah.
Now we know, of course, that he's dealing with a little injury that's been popping up a lot. But if Giannis is healthy, Giannis is a beast. You can't understand how good Giannis can be. So yes, he's very important. But like, my whole thing is, how much are you really getting back? Say the Knicks have to trade Cat, right? They have to trade OG. And they don't stop there, because they're probably going to have to throw in maybe a Deuce or a Kolick, I don't know, but maybe one of them. And then you still got to come up with picks and stuff, right? And maybe get another
Yeah,
team involved that so they can send them picks to Milwaukee as well. But Giannis comes back,
that's it.
and now you
Yeah,
have no Cat and no OG. And if you give up Deuce too, you know how much that affects your overall team?
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like me personally, like I won't give like all of that because I feel it's gonna be like you remember when we got Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah.
Like we gave up so much, and then we forgot about our bench. Like we need a bench,
It's true. It's true.
you know.
I,
And during the summer, there's a report that came out that the Knicks they offer Milwaukee Cat, Mikal Bridges, and Deuce, and they rejected it.
Cat, Mikal Bridges, and Deuce, and they rejected it.
Yeah, there's a report that came out.
Well, I can see that because honestly, I don't think here's the thing. Even though Cat is a good player to trade for Giannis, I don't think Milwaukee really wants Cat.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, I
the
don't
thing.
think
Like
want him.
they don't really want Cat. I hear there's rumors they're talking about possibly there's interest in Miles Turner. And so if they're willing to trade Miles Turner, why would they want Cat? You know?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I don't know if they really want Cat. So for them, that's not the intrigue. And Mikal Bridges is a good player, but he doesn't really do it for them. That's why they're looking at OG
Yeah.
because OG would be the key piece that they would really want to come back. So I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It's a tough one. The only way I honestly don't see the Knicks pulling this trade off unless something
Yeah,
changes.
me either.
But the only way is if the Knicks can find a way to get another team involved that has some really nice assets that the Knicks can get and send back to Milwaukee. Like we can send them something, and whatever they got is something that Milwaukee would like.
Yeah. If I'm the next, I stay put. I stay put, and I will do probably like two small trades. Like I'll probably try to get like a Sadiq Bey or like a Alvarado, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like a small trade. But I wouldn't give like my whole team to get Giannis, you know. And at the end of the day, you don't know how he's gonna come back, you know.
I agree. So, shout out to my brother Danny Landis in the building. What up, Danny? I see you. What's happening? He says all for Nick friends say. I guess he's basically saying all my Nick friends say you have to give OG if it seals the Giannis deal. He can't be a deal breaker. But
I won't do it.
I get it. When you say one player, I get it. When you look at this stuff, and I'm not saying you're saying this, Chris. I'm saying when people look at it and say, "Man, if you getting Giannis, how can you have OG be the reason why you don't get Giannis?" But as I said, you got to look at it differently. Look at it from a different lens. If you have to give up, for example, if going out of this team is Cat, OG, and Deuce, and you're bringing back Giannis, okay, great. Giannis is a better player right now than everybody on the team, even better than Brunson. Like he's a former MVP. Fine, he comes here, he makes a difference. But how much of a difference can he really make? He's one person. You got rid of
He's
Cat.
one person.
You got rid of Cat. Okay, you know what I mean. You got rid of Cat. Giannis replaces Cat. Fine, but now you lost OG too. Okay, so when Giannis is out there trying to play defense on people, he's got to pick up where OG left off. Fine. It's a replacement. But OG also is giving you 20 points a night now. He's playing well.
Yeah.
And you losing whatever Cat's giving you. And Cat's rebounding. Okay, Giannis can make up for the rebounding. All right. Guess what? You still giving up Deuce. Deuce, some nights, is one of the better players on the team.
Yeah, no, that's true. And you know something that I say, Giannis in Milwaukee, he's the first option, you know? So he averaged, 30 points. If you put Cat in Milwaukee, he will average 32. You know what I mean?
I agree.
If you put Cat like a first option and in Milwaukee, he will average 32, you know?
I mean, I agree. So that's kind of how I look at it. Like, it's not a bad deal. I'm just wondering how much do you lose even to bring Giannis here, and then well, okay, but here's the flip side, because I know somebody out there is going to say this too. Well, Ron, that's why you have these guys on the bench that aren't getting playing time. Now you can start converting contracts. So now Kevin McCullough can get a regular contract. Now you start playing Mo Diawara more, and maybe that's the key. Maybe, you lose a Deuce, you lose an OG, but these other guys step in and they don't play as good as them, but they play good enough that they make up for what you lost. So that could happen too.
That's true.
That could happen. That's fair. I would say that's fair. Craig's like, OG
that is fair.
I hear you.
I agree. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean it's tough, bro. Because remember, as Knick fan, have you been a Knick fan all your life?
Oh, 100%.
You know, we don't get star players here. So when you get an opportunity to get a star player, it's hard to say no. But guess what?
Yeah.
We made a mistake once, okay? And I was the first to say we made a mistake. I liked, don't get me wrong, I liked Quentin Grimes. But I don't know if I was with them when they said we're not giving you Quentin Grimes, and that's the reason why we didn't get Donovan Mitchell. So I don't know. That was different. That was different.
Yeah.
But it's tough. It's tough, man. What? Anything else on your mind, my bro?
No, that's it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, my brother.
Hey, man. Thanks for the call, Chris. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, man. And look forward to seeing you on another show in the chat or calling in the next time, bro.
All right, brother. God bless you.
Same to you, man. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Good night.
All right. I mean, this is gonna be tough, guys. Oh, got another call coming in. Hold on one second. Let me get this caller. Caller, what's going on? You are on live SKF Weekly. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, Ron, this is Ice Water from Brooklyn. What's going on?
What up, Ice? What's happening, my brother?
What's going on?
I can't complain, man. Hanging in there, bro.
So I just got in the house a little while ago. Turned on the television. You're on. I see this conversation. There's a couple of things I gotta ask.
Listen, I know who you. This is Ice Water from Brooklyn. So this is Ice always comes with the real. What's up, Ice?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So did you just say we can't give up Deuce McBride?
No.
Did you just say we can't give up Deuce McBride?
No. OG is the one I don't want to give up.
Wait. So we can't give up Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby and Deuce McBride for Giannis. This is what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I find out that Milwaukee wants those three, I will personally find them somewhere, pack their bags for them to get them the hell out of here. All right? Personally.
I hear you.
Myself. There's no way that I'm going to stop. There's no way that I'm going to let Anthony Towns. Did that guy just say, hold on a second, wait, that's another. Did that guy just say that Karl Anthony Towns will average 32 points on Milwaukee? What?
Well, he said 30. He said 30.
What Karl Anthony Towns is he looking at?
I mean, listen, I was rounding up. I'm not going to say that he wasn't totally wrong. I don't know if he would have
Karl Anthony Towns would average, if he got all of the shots in the world, he wouldn't average 30 points a game.
I mean, he was averaging 20. Wasn't he averaging 28 at one point with Minnesota 1 year?
No.
Oh.
Okay. And let's say this. I give you that. Let's say 1 year he averaged 28.
Maybe
1 year.
Maybe.
There's no way that Karl Anthony Towns would average 30 points a game in Milwaukee. There's just no way.
Nah, 30 might be tough, especially the way Karl Anthony Towns is playing that you see
the
how he's
way that
playing
he
and how the NBA
bitches
is
and
playing
moans
defense on
every
him.
time he goes to the basket.
It's tough now.
That guy
It's
is
tough.
so annoying. Oh my God.
It's tough.
But
now.
anyway,
But I hear what you're saying. But I
like OG.
I got the point that he was saying. Like if Karl Anthony Towns was the number one option on Milwaukee, currently the way they have it right now, where they don't have anybody else. There's no Middleton. There's no Damian Lillard. So yeah, he would eat over there.
Yeah, he'd eat. It would be 30 points. But regardless of that,
yes,
I like OG. I think
Okay.
OG's playing really well.
Okay.
OG got to go.
But
And I'm sorry.
So
he's got to go.
All right.
Deuce McBride, all 6'1" of him can go.
I get it.
I'm sorry. Those guys can go. If I'm getting Giannis, and I'll wait for Giannis to get healthy, and we can go through all of that. Playoff time, as long as everybody is right for the playoffs, I'll take Giannis, Brunson, Bridges, Hart. Yeah. I'll go to the playoffs with that. No problem.
Okay. All right. I mean, I hear you. And I will say, I like to look at stuff too. Yeah, actually, Cat didn't even average 20. He didn't have 28 for a year. He had 27, 26.5. So 27 for the year, 1 year, in 2019. Okay. All right. Fine. But you don't feel like my whole thing is, okay, the reason why I say this is because I don't know if I trust the bench mob guys more than I trust OG and Deuce, is what I'm basically trying to say. That's what I worry about. I get it. I know you got to give up something to get something. And of course, to get a guy like Giannis, my whole thing is it's not about what Giannis is worth. It's more about how it's going to impact the team when Giannis is here and now two big pieces of your team is gone. Who steps up? I don't know if I trust the guys that will step up yet. And so then I feel like it'll be Mikal, it'll be Josh Hart, it'll be Giannis, and it'll be Brunson and Mitch. Now, some might say that's good enough, Ron. You might be right. I mean, you could be right. You could be right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's enough.
Maybe. Yeah, could be. Maybe those 5 is enough. You know what? I don't know. That could be the answer. Hey, Ice, that could be the answer. You could be right. I mean, that's a cold. That's a cold 5.
And Mitch is because of Mitch's injury history, you're probably substituting him and Hokporty, in and out at various times. But that guy's got to play. He's got to play, and I think Giannis would make him a better player. And then you have other guys that on the bench, they're going to have to step up, and they'd have the rest of the season, to learn to
figure it out and learn. Yeah, I mean, listen. Okay, if that's what you're saying, Ice, if you're saying that you trust the guys that we have on the team to step up and take advantage of this role this opportunity they're going to be given, then I'm with you. I would do it under that circumstance, that I feel that Hokporty is going to step up, that Diawara is going to step up, that I guess they would probably have to convert one of these contracts to a regular one, unless they keep Pacom Dadier. But somebody's got to step up. Those two got to step up, and someone else has to step up in order for them to be a team where you're like, okay, this was worth it. Because I don't think Jordan Clarkson is the answer still. They might have to move him.
No, I don't think Jordan Clarkson is the answer either. But I really like McCullough.
Yeah, I like him too. I do. I really
wish that they would give him more playing time. He looks like he's ready to play, and I wish they would give him more of an opportunity. Listen, if you get Giannis, that's one more guy that I know that's going to come to play every night. He's serious. He's going to play. He's going to give you 100% every night. Brunson's doing that. Bridges is doing that. Hart is doing that. Yes, OG gives you that, and I don't question. I don't question his effort, but Cat, I think that's where everything falls apart.
Yeah.
I think because he's very, very, very inconsistent. And he needs to touch the ball. Where I don't think he, at this point in his career, he really needs to touch the ball all the time. And I think Giannis would play differently if he doesn't have to be the focal. Like if Brunson is the guy with the ball, Giannis, I think, would play different. He wouldn't have to play so much downhill all of the time and risk injury. You get Giannis more in a half-court game, I think that slows down him becoming injured as much. So, listen, they got to do it. If it can be done, they got to do it. And if it doesn't work out, it don't work out. But I would rather it not work out with Giannis than going forward with what we have.
I hear you.
I would rather it not.
Now, are you outside of that? Okay, say they make the trade, and it's Giannis here, and it's what we talked about. Are you concerned at all that Giannis and Brunson will be able to play together? Because now, and I'm only saying this because Giannis doesn't really stretch the floor.
Not at all.
Okay.
First of all, unlike Damian Lillard, Brunson really is a point guard. I mean, he really can play the point. It's just he's been asked to carry an offensive load, but Brunson could really be a distributor. So and just score when he needs to. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have an issue with them playing together at all.
And I kind of think that's the thing that I think we as Knicks fans are missing, because we haven't been able to see it, because there hasn't been a need to see it, because there hasn't been somebody who's been so aggressive as a scorer on the team. And once again, we know Cat Cat is a very good scorer, but I mean, I just looking at the numbers in myself right now. I mean, Cat, the highest Cat total the highest total Cat has ever had is 26.5 points per game. While I mean, we know Giannis. Giannis is the type that'll drop 30 per game, like average 30 for a season. And so maybe Brunson does say that, I don't have to score as much. I can facilitate more. We all know that. Listen, if you don't know that Brunson can facilitate, you're wrong. You're fooling yourself. We just know his current role with this Knicks team. They need him to score, so he has to be that guy. But if you got another guy here who can score easily, who's a matchup problem, then Brunson will say to himself, I don't have to go crazy and get you 30. I can pass the ball a little bit more because I got this guy.
You see Brunson when he was at Villanova. He was a point guard.
Right. I mean, I won't even go that far back. I'll go back to Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a point guard. He's only, everybody just remembers when Luka got hurt and he had to score.
Right. There was a situation where he had to do it. Correct.
Right. But trust me, Brunson is a point guard. He knows how to run it. He can play the point. And just the matchup problems that Giannis gives, or that Giannis presents, is just, not, and the defense, all of that. I don't see, the only way that I could see that somebody would be concerned would be with the injuries.
Right.
But I don't think he has to play the same way with the Knicks. I don't think he has to, go to the basket with abandon the way that he does with Milwaukee. I think he can play more in a half-court set with the Knicks. And I just, yeah.
And another thing,
I don't see what the issue is.
I wanted to say something else, which is kind of interesting, right? Giannis has been struggling a little bit with the injury concerns, right? But if you look at Giannis's numbers, it's like an oxymoron. It's like, oh, really? Giannis is averaging 28 points per game this year. But last year he averaged 30.4. The year before that he averaged 30.4. The year before that he averaged 31.1. The year before that he averaged 29.9, which is basically 30. So in the last 4 years or so, this is his lowest output. But He's on less attempts. He's only got shooting a little over 1 attempt a game, but he's shooting 39% from 3. So he's being a lot more selective with his shots. And he's shooting 64% from the field, which is the highest total in his whole career. It's interesting. So when
he's playing on the Bucks and doing that.
I know. It's interesting. So, what some people look at him being injured and stuff and start saying, well, maybe Giannis is on the way to being washed. I mean, you can't be washed with these type of numbers.
No. He's unhappy and he's averaging 28.
That's a true story.
You get a rejuvenated Giannis in Madison Square, in a place where he actually wants to be, and we all know that he wants to be in New York. So I just don't I don't see where Nike wants him in New York. They want him in New York.
Yes.
I think that's the real thing, that Nike wants him in New York. Not so much that he wants to.
I hope Nike has some under the table deal with Giannis to make him, listen, the Knicks is where it's at. That's where you need to go.
I don't understand the Golden State thing. I get it. I just and then that's the other thing too. Why would Milwaukee be willing to take a bunch of picks that maybe in the long run might get you somewhere, but in the short term they're not gonna be good picks at all? Because Golden State would be kind of good. So they're going to be low draft. They're going to be in the 20s. So why would you want to take a bunch of picks instead of taking some players that can keep you from rebuilding, or you can just trade off and get picks for? And then, that doesn't do anything. I don't think getting Giannis puts Golden State any closer to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Jimmy Butler out for the year?
Yeah, he's out for the year.
Yeah, I just think they're missing. They don't have enough over there. Even with Steph, if you add Giannis, I still feel like they're missing something over there, and that's crazy to say.
They don't. Yeah. It's no.
I mean, they got an issue. They got issues with some of their players now, and good players. Kuminga's a good player.
And they got to get rid of Kuminga.
I know.
So, I don't see where that helps them.
Yeah. So, okay. So what it really comes down to is the Knicks, Miami. I think the Hawks are even in play. I don't know. And then the wild card team that I didn't even think was on his radar. Apparently, that what was said was that Giannis wouldn't mind playing with Minnesota. He really likes Anthony Edwards.
And
I think Minnesota
I don't know.
has.
Do you think the two of them could play together?
Him and Anthony? Yeah, if he could play with Cat, he could play with Giannis. I could see that. But that means you got to trade like Julius Randle, and I think Minnesota could probably do it if they wanted to. They could put together a package. I just don't know do you really want to go to Minnesota? But hey, listen, I don't know.
I mean, Miami, I don't get. What kind of team would Miami have after getting Giannis?
That's what I keep saying, bro. That is exactly what I keep thinking. I get the lure of playing in Miami and being a big ticket item out there and enjoying the life with your family. But what team will you have? Now, I saw the proposed trade with the 3 or 4 pick swaps, 2 first-round picks. They were talking about Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware, and then they were offering Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier is dealing with indictments, yo.
Nobody taking Terry.
Like what? I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Nobody taking Terry Rozier.
I don't get it. So I don't know, bro.
That's not a him and Bam. So all you're gonna have is him and Bam.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I don't get it.
Yeah, I would be shocked, but I would be more surprised if a team like Atlanta, because Atlanta got some stuff they could move around.
And they have picks. Yeah, and they've got some young players. Yeah, I mean, they don't. I don't know if you're giving up Jalen Johnson for.
If you do that, then what is the point? See, that's where I go back with what's the point? You got to keep some people that are good to play with Giannis. Jalen Johnson is a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, but I know a lot of people are saying, yeah, you don't want to mess up the chemistry, and he'd have to come in and fit in. Yeah, I'll take all of that. I'll take all those problems. Take all of those problems. Just get us to the play. I think by the time that the playoffs come, the Knicks will be fine with that starting five. I think the Knicks will be fine. As of right now, I just don't trust Karl Anthony Towns playing Detroit in the playoffs. No.
I hear you, brother. Well, hey, man, listen. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to happen, regardless if OG is offered. I just for whatever reason, I just don't think the Knicks are going to get the opportunity to get Giannis here. I don't think Milwaukee wants to send him to the Knicks. I can't see it happen. I'll be shocked if it happens.
If I find out that OG is the deal breaker, oh my God! Man,
listen, we already had to deal with the Quentin Grimes deal breaker, man.
Come on. And you wind up getting rid of him the next year.
I know that was terrible. When you think about it, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Ron. I appreciate it. Thanks for allowing me to talk about it.
Hey, and thanks for giving me the perspective, man. You make me look at it a different way, because the bottom line is, if you feel comfortable about these young kids and you trust that they can step up, just to give us a little something to go along with Giannis, maybe that's enough. So I get it. I'll think about it more. I like it, though. I'm still not ready. Right, I'm still not ready for it, though. I like OG, but okay.
Yeah, OG can go. I like OG too, but he can get on a plane.
I hear you, Ice. Have a good night, bro. Thanks for the call.
All right, man. You too.
All right, take it easy. Ah, man, oh man, oh man. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Let me shut this down. Getting a little long in the tooth in the night. So, but I want to thank everybody for calling in. Appreciate everybody. Once again, thank you for being here and rocking with me. Shout out to everybody in the chat. David, I see you, man. I know, I get it. Listen, I think even the Knicks are on the fence right now. I don't think they really want to trade Cat. They just want Cat to give them what they expect for him to give them, knowing that he makes the money he makes and that he's going to be getting an extension soon. They're going to have to pay him more money. So I think, outside of the fact that Giannis is available, I think this is also about business. And I think the Knicks see that if they're going to have to put their money into somebody, it has to be somebody who is consistent. Now, I get it. There's a big injury concerns with Giannis. Those calf things can lead to ACL tears and all that stuff. It's very concerning. But the one thing you know about Giannis is, if Giannis is out there playing healthy, he is going to give you what he gives you every night, because he's consistent. He's one of the most consistent in the game. So, and I think that's just, from a business standpoint, that's what the Knicks are looking at. We got to pay all this money. We need consistency. And it has to be a can't miss, type person to be paying. Like, we're talking 60 plus million, right? Even if Cat's here and he gets an extension, it's going to be 60 plus million. If it's Giannis, we got him for another maybe 2 years, I think, and it's going to be 60 plus million. So it's a lot of money. So I don't know. Craig says, Ron, you like this starting five: Brunson, OG, Towns, Hartenstein, and either Deuce or Josh? Yeah, I'm cool with that. I like it. I'm not mad at it. Like, worst comes to worst and Giannis goes somewhere else and we're in a situation where Mitch is gone, I'm cool with Hartenstein replacing him and actually being a starter. Because the difference between Mitch and Hartenstein is Hartenstein does a lot of the stuff that Mitch does, but it's that passing element that really helps Hartenstein's game, which allows him to be in a starting lineup to play with anybody. So he can play off of Cat and they can have a two-man game, and he can play with, that it's easier with him. And he just has a better idea around the basket. Mitch is just not that guy. You guys know that. Everything that Mitch is good at, his shooting around the basket, all that stuff, free throws, it's not his bag. So I wouldn't be mad at it if it somehow worked out, man. Hey, Danny, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here and rocking. Appreciate you as always. Hey, tell your son I said what's up. Hope he's doing well. Bodega Wi-Fi in the building. What up, Bodega? He says we stay window shopping. We do. It's a New York thing. And don't get, I mean, part of it is because the Knicks actually have a chance to get these players, but it's also part of the fact that in the past, we haven't had a chance to get these players. Nobody wanted to come here. And so when we get these opportunities to see these players that are available, and these are some of the best in the game, you start to look at it like, wow, this person could be a Knick. I would never have dreamed it. The only time I saw this is an NBA Live or 2K. So that's what happens sometimes, man. Matthew Hurley says Isaiah had the floater, which was definitely very lethal for him too. Yeah. Well, all right, guys. I think that's about it for me, man. So I want to say thank you guys as always. I appreciate y'all. Oh, shout out to One Shot D in the building. What up, brother? Salute. We trade for Giannis being greedy and he gonna pull his Achilles. Yeah, that would be just the Knicks' luck, right? Crazy. Shout out to Endgame in the building. Salute. I agree. OG is definitely better than Quentin Grimes. I mean, Quentin Grimes has gotten better, but he's still not. I don't know. I still take OG over Quentin Grimes. Sorry. I don't know how that trade. I must have missed what you put together, One Shot D. But if there was a way that the Knicks wound up, if they traded Cat, OG, and Deuce or something like that. Oh no, hell no. What am I talking about? They're not catching no Powell, Bam, and Giannis. Oh, I see what you say. Oh, you talking about Miami? Yeah, Powell is good with Bam and Giannis. Those three would not be bad. I don't think that's enough though. Where's your bench? I don't know. All right. Well, yeah. Shout out to Wiz BKLA in the building. Says OG is going to maintain the current pace. I believe that he has truly connected to his full game. I hope you're right. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Honestly, East Blue Drew says, Ron, what you want? I'll be honest. I want to give Cat the opportunity to show that he belongs here and he can help us win. I think that the Knicks need to do a smaller trade, get Gabuselli, Gershon and Yabu, get Gabuselli out of here, get Pacom Daddy, throw him in the trade to sweeten the deal. And if you have to trade Jordan Clarkson, trade Jordan Clarkson too. You know what I mean? Send him to New Orleans, bring me back Sadiq Bey, give me Eves Missy. And if you can throw in some other piece too, because you have to because of the money, whatever. But I'd rather them do something like that and keep the rest of these guys and go from there. And then in the off season, by that time, we'll know how the team played. If Cat looked good, great. And we keep going with Cat. If Cat looked bad, in the off season, you make a trade. What's the difference? Cat's value has already gone down. So it doesn't hurt if you let him play it out. He could only get better or continue to be better. Or if he gets worse, you decide to make the move. So I'd rather them just kind of stick with the team and make a small trade. But I'm still with the make a small trade, though. Don't just think, oh, hey, we won 6 in a row. We're good. No, make a small trade. Trade the dead. I don't want to say it like that. Trade the stuff that's not working well. Trade the stuff that's not working well and bring something in here that can help. right? Even if you can't find the playing time for them right away, hey, when things start to kind of mess up, because they will, the Knicks are going to go up and down again. Nice to have a Sadiq Bey on the bench. Nice to go say, hey, Cat may get in foul trouble, or we play in a really tough matchup. Even Mitchell Robinson gets in foul trouble. It's nice to go down the line, go to the bench and say, bring in Eves Missy or something like that, along with Huck Porty, having those type of guys. Or even I forgot his name. The other guy that D-Rex told me about on Saturday, the fourth string center that Pelicans have. I would even be okay with him too if we can't get Eves Missy. But, I just think they need to bolster the team a little bit and help the bench, because obviously, say what you will, but the bench is missing a little something. We got Shamet back, but Clarkson ain't playing. And I'm telling you, there's going to be some teams you play where that bench is going to have to do something. And Shamet won't be enough by himself. You need something else. So, yeah, that's how I feel. That's what I would want, bro. We'll see what happens, man. Yeah, just no Jose Alvarado, but definitely Missy or Sadiq. I hear you, bro. I used to love Jose Alvarado, but even his defense, like I was looking at metrics and stuff, and I was listening to some New Orleans Pelicans fans talking. Alvarado's defense has kind of gotten a little worse over the last 2 years, and he's small to begin with, so that's just not a great look. Yep. Anyway. All right, y'all. Let me get this on the screen. Once again, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your night. Have a great day tomorrow. Tomorrow's Knicks basketball. We back at it again versus the Washington Wizards, and then we got it's a back-to-back the next day against the Denver Nuggets. So let's get this victory, man. It's always good to go into a game against a good team with a streak. So let's win tomorrow. Make it 7. Stay. We got to stay in pace to pace with the Hornets. The Hornets are on a 7-game win streak. We got to stay right there. Anyway, appreciate everybody. Thank you guys. And shout out to Derek Franks in the building. What up, Derek? Good to see you, bro. About to hang up the show, but hey, replay gang, brother, for whatever you missed. Yeah, man. But guys, as I always say, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still Knicks fans. We'll be back again, whether it be on Monday nights with myself, my brother John when he's around, brother Jose holding down on the 1s and 2s, but SKF weekly on Monday nights at 9, or on Saturdays at 11:30 for Know the Ledge, open panel with the rest of the group. You know how we do. Saturday's #1 show. You know how we do. Yeah, man, please continue to show the love. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the support. We're on the road to 10K. Smash the like button if you haven't already done so. Definitely appreciate it, man. The vibes are immaculate, as people like to say. I just enjoy being here and being able to rock with y'all and continuing to do the show. So man, thank you guys so much. Hey, remember what I always say, be good. If you can't be good at it. And throughout everything, trade talks, losses, wins, which is the good part. Everything that can happen, no matter what, we are here. We are still Knicks fans, y'all. So take care of yourselves. Be good out there, man. And don't forget to get yourselves checked and check on your loved ones, man. You never know when they need you to, just, say, hey, what's going on with you today? How you feeling? Don't hurt nobody. It takes 5 minutes. Take it easy. Take care. I'm out.
New York Knicks. First. Go Knicks.
We can finally, start playing, man. So much talk this whole summer. It's felt like so long because we've had so much to talk about. At times it's been kind of slow, but we've been talking, right? But we've actually had a really good off season for this New York Knicks team, and it's been very active. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, Knicks family, we in the building. I am the objective fan.
from the Objective Knicks Fan Channel. And I'm going to give a big salute to Ron and John from Still Knicks Fans.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Knicks family, I'm Stephanie, a.k.a. Blood
Those
Sweat Tears.
sports talk
We are
Knicks.
still Knicks.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Lady in the Chef, from Two Knicks Chicks Podcast. Still a Knicks fan.
What's good, party people in the place to be? It's your main man.
What's up, everybody? This is Steve Black 21 at Two Knicks Chicks Podcast, and I'm still a Knicks fan.
Yo, this is your boy Sim from Nothing But Knicks. Through all the struggles, through all the heartache and pain, ladies and gentlemen, I am still a Knicks fan.
Peace, y'all. This is Apollo Reed from the Garden Knicks crew. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm still a Knicks fan.
I'm still here. We're still here. Still Nick fan.